Hi everyone, thank you once again for watching my video. Today I have a little tutorial for you guys about how setting up your breeding cage for your lovebirds. I like this breeding cage. I think it's wonderful for the size for my lovebirds, for them to have plenty of exercise and do their foraging and eat and do their nesting. So this particular cage is 23 inches long by 16 inches high and 16 inches deep. And the breeding box, I like the wooden box that have the opening on the sides for easy access for cleaning. And these breeding wooden boxes are 8 inches wide by 8 inches long and 9 inches high. So these are the perfect size for your lovebirds, and it will fit a family of 7 in there if you guys are lucky to get 5 babies on each clutch. So that will be great. So you're also going to need a couple of sheets of paper towels and some virgin plywood wood shavings. And you might need a cutter for the wires in the cage, because some of the cages, they don't have a breeding box opening on the side, so you're going to have to cut an opening to mount the breeding box yourselves. You're also going to need the collarbone, because you know that it's calcium, and the female and the male, they eat this in order to help them form the eggs, and so they can come out nice and strong. So we're gonna place this in the nesting box, like so. And you want to leave the edges like that, free, because sometimes the parents, they like to use some of the paper towel edges to you know, help them with the nesting. And you're just going to close that up and leave this little flap, because once you have the babies in there, you're going to want to clean up the breeding box every other day once the babies are all hatched, because they will eat and they will poop in there, and you don't want to accumulate moisture and that mildew and all that stuff and get bacterias and yucky things on the babies. You want them to be nice, happy, and healthy. So once you have that in there, you just close it like so, and the breeding box is good to go as whatever it is that you have to do on your part with that. So you're gonna need these little ties over here to mount the breeding box so it can be nice and firmly placed over there, because if you do not place the breeding box on a nice firm surface and the cage itself, the parents are not going to feel safe enough to nest in there, because they don't want their babies to fall off or get hurt once they're in there. So you just use the little holes in there to attach the breeding box like so. And if you need to cut to size the side of the breeding cage, you can do that with a pair of cutters like that. So inside the breeding cage, you're going to need to put a few of these collabones. I already placed one over there, and we're going to place this other one on the other side next to the water dish, and the other one next to the food dish, so the parents has easy access to these guys. Once they take a bite out of their food, they will take a couple of bites out of these once they're like nesting and forming the eggs. And this is important to have, very important to have in your breeding cage. So like that, and you use your scissors to cut it. Nice and fun. Okay. Also, when I'm doing the breeding with my lovebirds, I like to put some vitamins. A couple of drops of these vitamins over here is a Vitasol in the water. Just a couple of drops. And a couple of drops in their food dish every single day. It's important that you give them plenty of vitamins every single day, and you change their water dish and their food dish. And I also like to sprinkle a little bit of this over here. You know, it's just like a variety, and I think it's just good. My birds, they look so beautiful, healthy, and shiny, and I think it's because of all the combination of food and pellets and seeds and vitamins and the collarbone that I place it in there. It makes it work just great. You're gonna also want to place a variety of items that the females may or may not use for their breeding. Both my breeders, they like to use these little popsicle sticks to bring in inside the nest to do their nesting. And some of them, they like to use the millet stems to do their nesting. So I have a pair of breeders that use both, and I have another pair of breeders that only uses these to do their nesting. And I have a pair of breeders that only care about the paper towel and the wood shaving there. And she will eventually pluck a couple of feathers here and there, and also the male will to place it on the bottom. So they're all different. Don't just assume that you're going to need just one thing or the other. If you can provide a little bit of both or more breeding, what do you call it, supplies, that would be really great, because until you get to know your little breeders, I think it's best if you place a little bit of everything in there for them. So today I have a new pair of breeders. So I don't know them that well, so I don't know what their likes and dislikes. So I'm just gonna place a little bit of each supplies that I know that the lovebirds, they like to use for their nesting. So we're gonna place those over there. We're also gonna place a few sheets of newspaper, because some lovebirds, they love to tear that apart and bring it into the nest. And I'm also gonna put a few of these little orchard grass. So I don't know what you call them, but it's like for bunnies and hamsters, and it has to be free of chemicals, and it's just the plain grass itself. But before you do that, you're gonna bring the tray, and you're gonna place some clean paper over there, you know, to just to capture all the feces and stuff that they will drop in there. And also you wanna put a little bit of these guys in there, because every pair is different. So you want them to use anything that they can to do their nesting, and you want to encourage them to do so. So a little bit of effort to provide them a little bit of each type of supply, it will go a long ways. They're going to be so happy, and they're going to do the work faster and get right on it and start laying eggs. So the food is a combination of seeds and pellets and everything else I can think of that they will like. The sunflowers, not too much, but just enough, you know, the cholesterol thing is not really good for them. So you don't want to have a lot of sunflower seeds in there. So you do a little couple of drops in there, and you place the food in there like so. Oh, I forgot to put a little bit of this guy over there that I said that I love. Just just a little bit up there like so. Place it in there, in the water, a couple of drops. You don't want it to look too yellow. You don't want it to be too white, you know, just perfect. Just a couple of drops will do. And voila. This is how you prepare your breeding cage and your breeding box for your breeders. I hope I was able to help you guys with any doubts or any questions you guys had about how to doing it. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave your comments and questions down below, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. If you want to check out some of my pictures and videos on my little lovebird and my nursery, you can go to Fabi's lovebirdnursery.com on Facebook, and it will be there. And you guys can also purchase some of my little lovebirds on my Facebook page as well. I do shipping all over inside the US, but not outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and next time we'll come up, I'm gonna teach you guys on how to clean the nest with the babies in there. Okay, hope you guys have a good one, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care, and thank you for watching once again. Bye bye.